Good morning. Today is day 4. I don't even know what I'm calling this. Putting myself first thing in the morning. Okay, so the whole challenge started this week when I wanted to get up early before everybody else, before I had to take my kids to school and meditate for an hour at least, and really get deep into my heart before my day started. And it started out with me setting my alarm at 5:40 and I ended up getting up at 6:30. Anyway, fast forward to today. I've just gotten really overtired. And so last night I couldn't sleep. I couldn't sleep. And so I gave myself permission to sleep in this morning. So I guess you know what, even though the challenge was to get up at 6:30 every morning, today putting myself first meant sleeping in. And I'm going to give myself credit for that actually. So I haven't meditated yet. I dropped my daughter off at work and now I'm at my favorite park out of town. And I just wanted to share a couple things because I've really been focusing on getting intentional with my life and what I want it to be. And like really asking myself the questions like what do you want? And really taking steps forward every single day to make it happen. And I also, well, I believe fully in, the timing of the universe, divine timing, divine purpose. I truly believe wholeheartedly now in the importance of us being done instead of us thinking we're doing anything. But at the same time, God can only use those that actually do the work. And I've been talking about this space where it feels like we're in this gap, where we've come from this space of struggle, where we've decided, I'm not fucking struggling anymore. Doesn't mean we're not going to have struggles, but what it means is we're going to face them differently. And we're not going to be like, I can't handle this anymore. This is so hard. Why is my life so awful? Why is it so hard? Why is, and there's nothing wrong with that. We all go through that. But there's a point in our life where we're like, I want to fucking thrive. And we make the choice to make sure that everything that we're doing is in alignment with a life that is of highest value to us. And I'm just getting these insights as I'm speaking this through. So that's a big one. That's a really big one that just showed up, because to choose to live a life that is of highest value, that's what I needed to hear this morning, because I am struggling. As I say, we're not struggling anymore. Like I said, it doesn't mean we're not going to struggle anymore. It means that we're going to face our struggles from this new perspective of, what do I need to do with this in order to create the highest value in my life and see myself as the highest value. And I've been in and out of this relationship since July 15th. Actually, I remember the day, because this person has always been somebody that was very, I've always thought that he was the most good-looking man around, the strongest man around, I just always put this man on a pedestal. And since I was 20 some years old, I had a huge crush on him. Obviously, we both got married. I didn't see him, but, every time his name showed up, there was always that, oh yeah, he's it. Like, right? We all have those people from our past. And so then fast forward to last summer, I was like, I don't want a relationship. I'm actually done. Like, I don't want it. I'm 50, I was 51 years old. I'm just good. Like, I'm good being single. I don't really want the bullshit. I don't want what can come with it. Like, I just really wanted to be alone because I was really happy being single. And that was a big deal because for my whole life, I've been I had a lot of emotional pain and I always needed someone to fill that. I was always needing somebody to fill it. So I was always the chaser, right? I was the needer, I was the chaser. I was that girl that never saw my value. And so, spending time with this person was so fucking fantastic because he's such a good person. He's such a good-hearted person. Just so genuine and so open and so honest and so in touch with spirit. Like, just incredible. Like, the stories that he told were so, like I said, very genuine. And spending time with him helped me work out so much of my trauma. So much of my trauma because things that I never thought I could ever face. Like I said the other day in my video, I was never able to talk back. I was never able to express my feelings. I've never had a male in my life that I could ever talk to, ever. And so to have this person, the interesting thing is every time things didn't go the way I wanted them to, I would run. Like, I became the runner and the chaser, which is funny, but that's, I guess, how it happens. And I would run with a lot of fucking anger, though. Like, you didn't do this, and so you must be using me, and you must be this, and you must be that. And the first time I literally put a post on Facebook about shitty men and predators, like, it was really full of fucking blame and just pain. And so that's how a lot of our relationship is this back and forth. When I didn't get what I wanted or I didn't feel like he was doing what I wanted, I would run, but with a lot of blame and a lot of anger. And so it just kept going. But yet every time I would see him, he would always just be there for me and wouldn't hold it over my head, wouldn't hold it against me. We would just start back up again. And, the beautiful thing is we didn't get physical in our relationship. He held me. He held me in his arms, and I felt safer than I had ever felt in my lifetime. And I really realized that when I'm in his arms, it's like the world stands still and my problems disappear. And it's such a beautiful thing. It's such a beautiful thing to not feel like you need to be anything for anyone else, that you just literally both enjoy one another's company, where you can just lay together and just enjoy the moment. I didn't even know that existed until I met him and spent time with him. So that was really, really beautiful. And then I saw him in January. We had a really, really beautiful night again, just the same thing. And he left, and my life turned into a royal shit show, and I didn't hear from him. And so when I didn't hear from him, of course, I got angry and I played the, well, fuck you. You don't text me. You don't call me the next day or whatever. I don't want to have anything to do with you. So I just held my ground and I didn't talk to him for 3 months. And for that 3 months, I really struggled with a lot of issues in my life. And my life was, it just felt like this living hell. But again, it was because I wasn't choosing to struggle from a perspective of it's going to get better and trying to see my value. It was like, it was pulling me under. It felt like I was fucking drowning every day. So this is going to be part 1 because I need to speak out part 2. But yeah, spoiler alert, he came back